What's going on, everyone? This is Titus Wing here, and I'm going to try to keep this brief, but let's be real, it probably won't be brief because I have quite a bit to say. But if you want to skip ahead and not hear my yapping voice go on, then by all means you can do so. Just skip a couple minutes ahead. Today, we witnessed another great champion known as Scott Riccardi, but real quick, I want to bring up, before some Jeopardy fans start questioning me about, some of the previous champions, like Adriana Harmeyer especially. And she obviously joined Elite Company with Isaac Hirsch and Neelish Vinjamuri in the previous Tournament of Champions, and they would all go on to become Jeopardy masters as well. But specifically for Adriana, because she was the biggest super champion of the past season, the reason why I didn't make highlights on her is because I had a minimum total winnings threshold that I wanted these super champions to hit for me to consider making highlight videos on them. And Adriana, I think at the time of what my expectations were, fell a little bit short. I'll probably lower those expectations going forward, but obviously, even though there was no highlight video of her on my channel, I recognize her greatness. She did an amazing job. She got invited to Masters anyway for quite literally being a strong runner-up with Isaac. And truth be told, I don't even know who won Masters yet. I'm so far behind on watching it, but believe me, I'll remember to get back on track with that later when I have more time. But this is about Scott Riccardi, and he was the most recent Jeopardy super champion until today, when the biggest upset happened on the last episode of the season. And it's a shame because I expected Scott to absolutely have another runaway game and get to season 42, and thus raising the bar for season 42, as if season 41 didn't already end on such a high note, and kind of on a dramatic one as well. So I don't usually include more than just Final Jeopardy, but as a video game nerd, I had to include the interview that Scott had today, but little did he know that it would be the last interview that he had. So I guess I'm glad that he got out what he did before he would ultimately get dethroned by the person that I won't name yet, because I also just don't remember the name off the top of my head. And I've also had to re-record this intro so many times because I keep getting the facts about certain things wrong, because we're not all perfect. But I think that's all I need to say. Thank you again to everybody who's watched all of my Jeopardy videos over the past few years. This was part of the reason why I even have 1,000 subscribers in the first place, and you're going to hear me thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers a lot more going forward. But I'm going to shut up now. Enjoy the video.
Our returning champion is Scott Riccardi from Somerville, New Jersey, an engineer. You've told us about your love of video games, video game music in particular. What games are you playing right now? Tell me about your favorite.
Well, so something else that I do in my free time is actually play Super Smash Brothers competitively.
Like competitively, are you world ranked in Super Smash Brothers?
Oh no, I am extremely adequate at it.
Does any of that carry over into the Alex Trebek stage? Is that good Jeopardy prep?
I like to think I'm getting a lot more mileage out of button mashing up here than I am out there.
For an adequate player, maybe it's the best thing to do. Scott, you gave us the last correct response. Pick up your buzzers, everybody. We're going to get back into the Jeopardy round.
What's that spell for 800?
Answer. Daily double. I don't know what you think about spells, Scott, but you can wager any or all of your $5,600.
2,000.
For $7,600, here's your clue in. What's that spell? Spell 77 in one of these funerary texts written for a man named Ramos was for transforming him into a golden hawk.
What is the Book of the Dead?
That's right. The Egyptian Book of the Dead adds $2,000 to your score. $7,600. Select again.
What's that spell for 1,000?
Here's the last clue in stately bodies of water. Major ports on this lake include Waukegan, Racine, and Milwaukee. Jonathan.
Was Lake Michigan?
Lake Michigan is correct. You are still in striking range of Scott as we head into Final Jeopardy. Here's the category, you three. 20th century names. Doesn't narrow it down much, but you three make your wagers while we pause for this quick commercial break. Here's the Final Jeopardy that will resolve our last game of season 41. The category is 20th century names. Here's the clue. According to one obituary, in 1935, he owned 13 magazines, 8 radio stations, 2 movie companies, and $56 million in real estate. 30 seconds. Good luck. Coming into Final Jeopardy and wrote down, who is Hearst? And that is correct. We did not mention his 28 newspapers, but you got it anyway. What did you wager, Charlotte? Everything. That doubles your total to $15,600. Jonathan Huggendubler was in second place with 14,000. Did he think this was Hearst? Oh, this just got interesting. He's correct as well and wagered 96.01. He has $23,601. A $1 lead over our super champion, Scott Riccardi. But he's been in this situation before. Did he come up with William Randolph Hearst? No, it's Howard Hughes. He wagered $5,000. He'll drop down to second place with $18,600. And Jonathan Huggendubler comes from behind and is our new Jeopardy champion. You can't believe it. Congratulations, Jonathan. We'll give Jonathan some time to recover because this marks the end of our 41st season. But be back here on the Alex Trebek stage on Monday. We'll be revisiting some of our best tournaments from this year. We'll see you then.